When you think of an octopus, you probably picture this super smart, almost alien-like creature from the deep, right? Well, for the male octopus, that's only a tiny part of the story. The reality is, it's a life that's incredibly short and just unbelievably brutal. We're going to dive into what is honestly one of the most savage life cycles in the entire animal kingdom.
So what makes it so bad? I mean, what are we really talking about here? This isn't just about having a tough life. We're talking about a life that seems completely, almost impossibly stacked against you from the literal second you're born. Let's break down just how unfair this whole deal really is.
Let's start with just one number, 99%. That's how many octopus hatchlings die within their first month of life. Can you imagine that? It's like starting a race where 99 out of every 100 runners don't even make it past the starting line. The odds are just staggering. And when you hatch, you're not some cute little eight-legged baby. Nope. You're what some scientists have poetically called a transparent parcel of potential. It's a nice way of saying you're microscopic, you're see-through, and you are about as vulnerable as it gets. Which brings us to the first chapter of this whole story, a doomed beginning. Because, and there's no way around this, the odds are just never ever in your favor. Okay, so try to picture this. You're born with thousands, maybe tens of thousands of your siblings. You're all just these tiny specks drifting in the ocean currents. You're basically plankton at this point. You've got no real way to defend yourself, no way to fight back. Absolutely everything out there sees you as a little floating snack. So surviving that first month, it isn't just a challenge, it's a flat-out miracle. But let's say you do it. Let's say you are the 1%. You're the miracle baby that actually makes it to adulthood. What now? Well, your entire life, your whole purpose, shrinks down to one single savage mission. And believe me, this is not a story of triumph. It's more like a tale of a very, very bad romance. And that's it. That's the whole game. After surviving that insane gauntlet of an infancy, your entire existence is laser-focused on one thing, and one thing only. Find a female and pass on your genes. There is no plan B. There's nothing else.
So how's it done? With a pretty wild piece of biological equipment called the hectocotylus. It's basically a specialized arm that's been modified for one job, and that's to deliver what biologists very bluntly call a sperm package. Yeah, it's not romantic, it's a delivery service.
And this whole encounter is anything but gentle. It's been described as a savage bad romance, and honestly, that just hits the nail on the head. It's a high-stakes, incredibly dangerous meeting that has nothing to do with love and everything to do with survival. So you've got the male, whose goal is super simple. Deliver the package, get in, get it done, get out. But then there's the female's reaction. See, she's often way bigger, way stronger, and she might just look at you and see a potential snack. The risk of getting eaten while trying to complete your one and only purpose in life is terrifyingly real. Okay, so let's say you pull it off. You deliver the package, and you manage to escape without becoming lunch. You've succeeded, right? Well, that success is exactly what kicks off the final and most tragic chapter of your life. A programmed decline that leads to an absolutely inevitable end. The scientific name for this is senescence. And we're not talking about just getting old. This is a built-in, pre-programmed biological self-destruct sequence. The moment you've reproduced, your body is literally hardwired to just fall apart. It sounds crazy, but evolutionarily, it's brutally efficient. It makes sure you don't hang around using up food and resources once your biological job is finished. Think about that. Even if you beat the 99-to-1 odds at birth, and even if you survive the dangerous mating encounter, you are still guaranteed to die. You will not see your first birthday. It is an incredibly short and totally finite existence. So what does this decline actually look like? Well, with your mission complete, you start to just roam aimlessly. You're like a ghost in the water. Your body starts to give up on you. That incredible ability to change your skin color and texture, it fades. You turn drab. You can't camouflage anymore. You get weaker. You can't hunt. You're basically just wasting away, becoming a shadow of what you were, until you either starve to death or become an easy meal for something you could have easily outsmarted just a few weeks earlier. There's no dignified retirement here. The end is almost always bleak. You might get casually picked off by a grouper, you could just starve, or a small injury you get that you can no longer heal from just gets infected and takes you out. It is a really tragic finish for a creature that fought so hard just to get to that point.
And so, that's the whole journey. You go from being a transparent parcel of potential with almost zero chance of survival to fulfilling your one biological purpose. And your reward for all of that is a guaranteed, pre-programmed, and rapid death.
Which really leaves us with one last big question. From our human point of view, from the perspective of the individual octopus, this life is absolutely a tragedy. But if you look at it from the cold, hard perspective of the species, could this be a perfect, ruthlessly efficient evolutionary strategy? It's something to think about, isn't it?